So today we're going to do an AMRAP in 20 minutes. This workout we did on June 1st. I think I saw some of you there as well. So if you remember what your score was then, you can compare it to what you do today. It's 3 exercises, 4 sets in circuit, and you complete each set before moving on to the next one. So you do all of A, then all of B, then all of C, then all of D. You can partition the sets as you need to. There's a lot of reps in these sets. So break it up as you need to. You also take rest as you require it to maintain form. It's completely on you. I'm just going to time the 20-minute duration. And every round that you complete, A through D, you put a note in the chat so I can mark it down for you on your score. So the 3 exercises are, the first one is mountain climbers. Mountain climbers is about at the tip top of my capacity for demonstration post-surgery. So I'm not going to do too many reps, but I'll hopefully explain it well enough that you'll figure it out. So mountain climbers are starting in push-up position, and then you're going to alternately drive your feet forward. You can bob your hips. You're trying to get your feet at least under your hips if possible. And you're doing 25 per side of those. The next one is a overhead reverse lunge. So a reverse lunge is stepping back, dropping your center of mass in stride. So you're doing all one side at a time, but we're going to add a wrinkle. We're going to add an overhead press or an overhead reach. It's up to you. If you decide to do a press, don't go too heavy on it. So it's more about just adding an element of stability to the movement. So as you drop back to lunge, you're going to push up overhead contralaterally, so with the opposite arm that of the leg that's forward, or ipsilaterally is also fine. And you can mix those round to round, just do the same way for B and C on the round that you're in. If you choose a load, then think about dropping yourself under the load more than pressing it over your head. So make it a one-part movement, like so, rather than this. The second one is fine, but it's just more efficient to drop yourself under that load. So it's 20 per side of that exercise. And the last one, you'll require some kind of a platform, a bench, a sofa, a bed, anything like that will work. And you are going to be doing a bench dip or a platform dip from it. So you're going to slide your backside off of the platform. The farther out you put your legs, the harder it becomes. Try to get your elbows bent to 90 degrees and press back up. Really try to pin your shoulders back as well as you're able. It's hard to do. And if you need to shorten that lever, that stability lever, alternative for dips, I'll give you one in a moment, is if you bring your feet in closer, it makes it a little easier, and you can also spot yourself with your legs if you require that. 20 reps is a lot. If you're unable to do that from whatever kind of a shoulder issue, you can just do straight push-ups any way that you're able. That's fine. Does that work for you, Mike? Perfect. Cool. So that is the circuit. So it's 50, 25 per side. Then for B and C, 20 of each. And then D is 20 as well. And we're going to start the warm-up with high knee march on the spot. So just marching on the spot, getting some blood flowing. We're going to do 30 seconds march, 30 seconds skip, and then if you're able, we'll have you do 30 seconds run on the spot. Scott, is something burning in the back of your room? Just checking. Is that a fire, Scott, or just an image of a fire? You're all good? Okay. Maybe I'm seeing things.
Just want to make sure your house is not burning down, because that would shorten the workout. It's a whole other kind of workout. Smoke inhalation, whatnot. Okay, let's go to skip on the spot now. Good high knees, big arm swing from the shoulder. Just getting blood flowing here. And in 5 seconds, you can go to run on the spot. As long as you're okay to do that. If not, you can stay at skip or march is fine too. And go ahead to run if you're able. 30 seconds of running on the spot with high knees, big arm swing. Just getting the body woken up here. Hope everybody had a good weekend. In 3, 2, 1, you can stop and take a breath and rest. Now let's have everybody, we're not doing any squatting in this workout, but let's have you just do some squats for warm-up sig. So let's go with 15 body weight squats. Hips go back into the heels. Arms go forward to counterbalance those hips going back. There's Tess. The COVID communication wave. It's always, we never used a wave. It's nice. So 15 squats. And then let's practice that lunge. So let's just do reverse lunge straight up without any reach for 7 on one side. And then I'll have you practice it with a reach either contralateral or ipsilateral. It's your choice for the last 3 of the set of 10. And again, if you're going to choose a load to do a press with this, don't go too heavy. You can probably feel just by pushing your arm over your head how it affects stability on that reverse lunge. Ah, good choice, Scott. Finally get to use that mace. How's that feel? Don't do 20 just yet. We're just warming up. Okay, once you're done that, let's have everybody do an inchworm walkout. And I'm not going to do a push-up, but I want you to do one. So you're going to plant the palms on the floor, walk out the plank, and out here, do a push-up either from your knees or from your toes. Push-up's not really on my list at the moment, post-surgery. But let's have you do that. Walk out to push-up 6 times, please. On the 6th one, I want you to stay in plank before you walk back and do, say, 6 mountain climbers practicing on each side, just to get a feel for that movement, because that's what you'll be starting with.
Can you show that one again, Jason?
Sure can, David. It's just like a sprinter split, but your hips can bob on this one. So just try and drive your feet as far forward as you can. Try to get them at least to your waist, and 25 per side. Cool?
What makes it a left versus a right, though? That's
You're alternating left and right, and you're doing 25 per side, so it's 50 total.
So it's just 50. Okay.
Yeah, it's just 50. Just counting to 50. I'm going to check the chat, and I'm going to open it up so I can see what you guys are posting for scores, and I will mark them down once we get started. Or if you just want to kind of keep track on your own and then report it at the end, that's also fine. Or if you don't want me to know, that's also fine. Okay, so the warm-up's over.